Recently, from the political field to the economic field, American politicians keep making small moves, frequently caused some bullying farces. It is reported that the United States unilaterally declared China has not fulfilled its commitments in the first phase of the China-US economic and trade agreement. The United States may start a new round of tariff investigation against China. Among them, the statement that the Chinese government's subsidies to enterprises are a serious threat to the economic interests of the United States is even more absurd. There is no logic among it. Since China's accession to the World Trade Organization, it complied with obligations of the agreement on subsidies and countervailing measures, and completely abolished the prohibited subsidies under the agreement. For other subsidies permitted by WTO rules, China's subsidy levels and methods are in line with WTO rules. From the perspective of their own interests, looking at the implementation of the China-US economic and trade agreement with color glasses, the subjectivity is quite strong and there is no conclusive factual basis. In terms of economy, China has always adhered to the development concept of win-win cooperation, actively explored the key to in-depth cooperation with American enterprises, and strove to overcome the multiple adverse effects caused by the impact of the epidemic, the global economic recession, and the obstruction of the supply chain, promoting the implementation of the agreement. However, the United States has been reversing, who frequently threatened to increase tariffs. First, President Biden tried to achieve the purpose of malicious competition with hundreds of millions of new infrastructure. Later, American politicians pointed at China in the so-called bill. They wanted to regard China as a stumbling block to the development of the United States. Do not hesitate to suppress China at the expense of the interests of its own people. If we say that in China and the United States, it is true that one country does not implement the economic and trade agreements in place, it must also be the United States, not China, which has been in high-quality development. With regard to the issues in the economic and trade relations between the two countries, China and the United States should properly resolve it in the spirit of mutual respect and equal consultation. Blaming partners blindly will only bring the friendly and cooperative relations between the two countries to the brink of collapse. This is a foolish thing to harm others and not to benefit yourself. Today's world is a community of shared destiny. Many American enterprises maintain friendly and cooperative relations with China. If the United States unilaterally imposes tariffs, it is bound to affect the export of Chinese products to the United States and the quantity of Chinese imports from the United States. It is ordinary people who ultimately pay for the ignorance of politicians.